Hello dear students, how are you? Before we start our online class, let me introduce myself shortly. I am K. Fakhruddin, lecturer, Department of Marketing, Mohammadpur Kendriya College, Mohammadpur, Dhaka, 1207. At first, I'd like to give special thanks to our most honorable principal, Professor Syed Jafar Ali sir, who took wonderful decision to arrange such a multimedia class that is really helpful during this pandemic situation for you. Today, I am going to be talking about the course Business Marketing, which is assigned for MBA final year students only. Now I'll want to highlight the course outline, supply chain management, that is really important topic in this subject. Now I will enlighten a short history of supply chain management. At first, the concept of supply chain management was in effect long before the term was created in 1982. In the colonial era, international trade by ship was already making for complicated transportation issues and the need for efficiency. During the Industrial Revolution, the ability to quickly produce goods with machine assistance led to the need to manage significant inventory and constant consumptions. Henry Ford. By the time history arrives at Henry Ford's famous assembly line for the world's first production in 1913, supply chain management had become an art. As the century wore on, more companies were producing more goods and looking for ways to reduce costs. They vertically integrated into own supply chains to try reducing costs at each stages. Globalization. In the 1980s and on, globalization became a realistic dream for many companies because of computer systems, easier communication, and commerce friendly trade laws. Around the 1990s, it became a common practice for firms to specialize and focus on core competencies and outsourcing the rest. Abandoning the vertical integration at the previous era, at this point, supply chains become truly complex in order to coordinate hundreds of otherwise unrelated and geographically distant manufacturers, suppliers, shippers, warehouses, and retailers. Now, it's time to understand what is supply chain. Let's have a look at some definition of supply chain. All activities from raw materials to end user is called supply chain. You are looking at a picture of supply chain, systematic supply chain. A supply chain consists of a series of activities involving many organizations which the material moves from initial suppliers to final customers. It comprises of vendor that supply raw material, producers who convert the material into products, warehouses that store, distribution centers that deliver to the retailers, and retailers who sell the product to the ultimate user. A complete chain of serving the customers or consumer, whether linked or interdependent, is the composition of supply chain. Value chain and supply chain. What is the meaning of value chain? A value chain is a business model that describes the full range of activities needed to create a product or service. The purpose of a value chain analysis is to increase production efficiency so that a company can deliver maximum value for the least possible cost. Supply chain encourage value chains because without them no producer has the ability to give customers what they want, when and where they want, at the price they want. Deficiencies in supply chain reduces the ability of the producers to compete with each other. The term supply chain can be referred to as the inter-network of organizations working together to design, produce, deliver, and service products. In other words, all activities associated with the flow and transformation of goods from raw materials to end user is called supply chain. The transformation of product from node to node includes activities which are production planning, purchasing, material management, distribution, customer service, and forecasting. Management. What is the meaning of management? Management defined as all the activities and tasks undertaken for achieving goals by continuous activities like planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. The responsibility of management is to generate such conditions which are helpful to maximum achievement. Supply chain management. Supply chain management refers to SCM. It is the management of flow of goods and services. It includes the movement and storage of raw materials, work in process, inventory, and finished goods. SCM has been defined as the designing, planning, execution, control, and monitoring of supply chain activities with the objective of creating net value, building competitive infrastructure, leveraging worldwide logistics, synchronizing supply with demand, and measuring performance globally. By managing the supply chain, companies are able to cut excess costs and deliver the products to the customer faster. SCM is also called the art of management for providing the right product at the right time, right place, and the right cost to the customer. Supply chain management is a methodology of improving the business process, making them more elastic, more active, and as a result, more competitive. The main function of supply chain management is to improve the product or service competitiveness. Supply chain management draws heavily from the areas of operation management, logistics, procurement, and information technology. Now, it's time to elaborate the example of a product, vital product in the world and favorite product in the world, that is Coca-Cola. We'll briefly discuss on Coca-Cola supply chain management. Before we start talking about the Coca-Cola supply chain, let's take a look at the key milestones in the history of this legendary drink. Dr. John Pemberton. In 1886, Dr. John Pemberton, a pharmacist in Atlanta, invented a flavored syrup mixed with carbonated water. At those times, there was a belief that carbonated water had a good impact on health. So, Coca Cola was actually sold as a medicine at soda fountains. In 1888, Dr. Pemberton sold his business to Atlanta businessman S.A.G. Candler, who expanded the beverage sales to soda fountains beyond Atlanta. Joseph Wiedenhorn. In 1894, Joseph Wiedenhorn was the first to start selling Coca-Cola in bottles. In 1899, three enterprising businessmen in Tennessee got exclusive rights to bottle and sell Coca-Cola, thus starting the company's worldwide bottling system. In 1929, the first Coca-Cola slogan, "The pause that refreshes," appeared in the Saturday Evening Post. In 1977, the Contour Coca-Cola bottle was trademarked and the first marketing efforts were made, which then turned Coca-Cola into the world's most well-known beverage brand. What is the actual mission of Coca-Cola? Their mission random starts with their mission, which is enduring. It declares their purpose as a company and serves as the standard against which they weight our actions and decisions. To refresh the world, to inspire moments of optimism and happiness, to create value and make a difference. And vision, Coca-Cola says, our vision serves as the framework for our roadmap and guides every aspect of our business by describing what we need to accomplish in order to continue achieving sustainable quality growth. People, be a great place to work where people are inspired to be the best they can be. Portfolio, bring to the world a portfolio of quality beverage brands that anticipate and satisfy people's desires and needs. Partners, nurture a winning network of customers and suppliers. Together we create mutual enduring value. Planet, be a responsible citizen that makes a difference by helping build and support sustainable communities. Profit, maximize long term return to share owners while being mindful of our overall responsibilities. And productivity, be a highly effective, lean, and fast moving organization. Values, they said our values serves as a compass for our actions and describe how we behave in the world. Leadership, the courage to shape a better future. Collaboration, leverage collective genius. Integrity, be real. Accountability, if it is to be, it's up to me. Passion, committed in heart and mind. Diversity, as a inclusive as our brands. And last one, quality. What we do well. This is the values of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola company focus on the market, that is focus on needs. They said focus on needs of our customers and franchise partners. Get out into the market and listen, observe and learn. Possess a world view. Focus on execution in the marketplace every day. Be instably curious. Coca-Cola has become an iconic brand name all across the world. It has become the symbol of refreshment, and the recognizable logo of Coca-Cola has become a familiar part of the people's lives. Coca-Cola is a global company that operates at a local level. This means that there are currently around 225 bottling partners worldwide. The supply chain begins with the procurement of raw materials, which in the case of Coca-Cola also includes agricultural products, example sugar cane or fruit, and water. The most important ingredients such as water and sugar are sourced locally, with the partners being able to choose only the type of sugar used. In Europe, mainly beet sugar is used. In Asia, cane sugar, and in America, sugar from corn syrup. One of the first steps in Coca-Cola supply chain is the production of the concentrate, which is mixed with water, sugar, and carbon dioxide by the bottling plants. The concentrate itself is produced at other plants. According to legend, the secret recipe is kept in a safe in Atlanta. The legend also states that never more than two people should have access to it and know the exact recipe. After mixing, the bottlers package, market, and distribute the finished beverage to grocery stores, restaurants, cinemas, etc. Therefore, the management of supply relationships and the continuous monitoring of suppliers is of great importance of the company. Now, I'll briefly discuss the supply chain of Coca-Cola with some example. We we can divide it Coca-Cola supply chain in two parts: supplier and customer. Again, suppliers are divided into two categories: second tier suppliers and first tier suppliers. What is second tier suppliers? Second tier suppliers are those who provides ingredients and raw materials for production, and first tier suppliers are those who convert these raw materials and ingredients into manufacture Coca-Cola concentrate. In the second tier suppliers, we are looking the Coca-Cola syrup is a combination of coca leaves and secret recipe. In this stage, glass factory and aluminium factory produce bottle and can for packaging. In the first tier supplier, the raw material of Coca-Cola, that is Coca-Cola syrup and packages, transport to Coca-Cola manufacturing company. In this stage, Coca-Cola products made by secret recipe, water and carbon dioxide, and bottles or can. Coca-Cola manufacturing company produce Coca-Cola soft drinks, then package it and then transfer to the warehouse. From warehouse, Coca-Cola drinks distribute to the retailer shop and vending machine, that is first tier customer. The second tier customers are those people who direct consume the finished product from the retailer shop and vending machine by providing money for better satisfaction. It's a complete structure or complete figure of supply chain of Coca-Cola you are looking. With the operations in over 200 countries, Coca-Cola has been the number one selling soft drink brand worldwide. Types of supply chain management. There are two types of supply chain management, push model and pull model. Now I am going to briefly discuss about push model. During the traditional chain, suppliers were at the end, suppliers give their product to the manufacturer or distributor who further send it to retailers. Although customers are the source of the profits, they are the end of the chain in the push model. Here is an example of push model: supplier, producer, distributor, retailer, and customer. Under push model, stocks are produced on the basis of anticipated demand. Demand forecasting can be done via a variety of sophisticated technique, maybe from operation research area or data mining. In this figure, supplier forecast the product, producer produce the product based on the forecast, distributor or inventory, they manage their inventory based on the forecast, and retailer, they keep the stock based on the forecast, and customer purchase what is available. Pull model. As per this model, the customer places the order first. After that, the manufacturing of the product is done. It has a customer oriented approach. Suppose example, customer order 10-piece shirt. He ordered to the retailer, give me 10-piece shirt. Retailer ordered to distributor, give me 10-piece or give me 50-piece shirt or t-shirt. Distributor informed to producer, please produce not more than 100 t-shirt, because demand is low. T-shirt demand is low in market. And producer also informed to the supplier, you will give me that much amount of raw materials. I can produce 100 or 200 piece t-shirt. Then supplier also provide to producer that much amount of raw materials. Electronic connections are used in the pull model to bring out the needs of customers. Electronic supply chain connectivity gives end customers the opportunity to give direction to suppliers. For example, about the prices specifications of the products they want. Example, Amazon, no need inventory. Ultimately, customers have direct voice in the functioning of the supply chain. Supply chain created through e-commerce brings benefit to both customer and manufacturer, thus facilitating the companies to fulfill the customer needs, carry fewer inventories, and send products to market more quickly. Thank you for your attention. Be safe, save your family. If you go outside, use hand gloves, hand sanitizer, protect yourself, and if you have chance to serve the nation. Okay, thank you once again. Good luck.